Forehand again in the back of Eala. There's Krejcikova with a forehand down the line. Eala on the stretch. Krejcikova goes wide. 15-0. All right. Welcome back, everybody. After yesterday, we had a crazy final to the day. Unfortunately, they didn't finish yesterday because they had 45 minutes, decided to not risk playing, come back today and finish this match. So we got Fritz versus Perricard, 5th set. But we're also watching Eala taking on Krejcikova as well. So plenty of things going on. Hey, thank you, Baby Step, for becoming a member as well. Appreciate it. All right, 15-0 is Eala hits a forehand long, and it's 15-30. Perricard served the biggest serve in the history of Wimbledon. And Fritz got it back, which was just as impressive as the 153. We had so much fun yesterday, Chad. I reckon Perricard, I don't think I've had that much fun watching a match for a while. Usually it's stressful. That was not stressful. 15-40s, that goes out. We watch a lot of tennis, chat, and the big matches like this Krejcikova-Eala match is stressful, right? That match yesterday was just so much fun because it was just two guys hitting massive serves, and it was just so, and everyone was just chilling. It was just chilling. We're just watching. It was crazy. So hopefully the final set of this match will also be just as fun as yesterday. The Fritz match was just fun. It was just pure fun, which was a shame that it ended. Anyways, backhand goes in the forehand slice of Krejcikova. 15-40 here as she tries to break in the final set. Eala forehand to the backhand of Krejcikova. Into the front of Eala. Krejcikova forehand again to the back of Eala on the stretch. Krejcikova shanks it. And it goes long, 30-40. All right, 30-40. Still break point for Krejcikova. Fritz wanted to play but GMP didn't, yeah. And then the umpire was like, well, if you can't both agree, we're not going to play. So that's a shame. As we just slice back and return from Krejcikova. Eala comes to net. Krejcikova pass. Eala volleys it wide. 2-love Krejcikova final set. And Eala's just making errors. Wasn't a bad approach, and the volley was there, but that's the doubles from Krejcikova. She can hit passing shots. She knows what she's doing when someone comes to the net. She doesn't get scared. She doesn't get spooked by net approaches. 2-love. And chat, this is why serving first is a big deal too, because when you're serving second, and the other guy or the other player keeps holding, you've always got to serve to level. Whereas when you're serving first, like Krejcikova, you hold, you're up 1-love, and then at 1-love, you can just go for you can go for winners and you can play freely. Whereas when you're serving second, you're always having to chase. As Krejcikova serves an ace down the tee, 15-love. That's why serving first in the final set can be very important for some. That's why it's important for Fritz against Perricard, and it might be why it's important against it was more important for Eala to serve first in this final set to just get that lead and keep stay in front. Because now she's already down a break. 2-love. But good return there from Eala. 15-0. 15-0. As we just serve again from Krejcikova. By the way, Swiatek's about to start as well. She's going to serve first against Kudermetova. As Krejcikova comes in for a drop shot. And Eala can't get it. Even so, Krejcikova hit a winner, I think. So it wouldn't have mattered. All right. And it's going to be Fritz serving first in this 5th set against Perricard. I'm so torn, chat, because I love watching Perricard. But I want Fritz to make the final because now that Pegula's gone, I need him to do well because I can't have both the Americans losing on me in the same day. Anyways, 30-15, Krejcikova in the net, 30-0. Chance to break back, Eala. All right. 30-all. As Krejcikova serves again. Shapo lost? I thought he was winning. I thought he was up 2 sets to love. What happened? Or 2 sets to 1. All right. Krejcikova, 30-all. Zhang's up 4-love in the third. All right. Return goes in the back into Krejcikova. Krejcikova in the net. Uh-oh. 15-40. Eala to get back on serve. 15-40.
Yo, Alex.
Hey, thank you, Danny, for the 10. All right. 30-40. Eala to get back on serve. Oh wait, Zhang's down 4-love. Oh shit, you gotta say that better in the chat because you confused me. You gotta write that better because I can't read. Anyways, ace down the team, we get the deuce. You gotta say you gotta write Zhang is losing 4-0. You can't be telling me like Zhang 4-0. That makes no sense to me. You gotta type that properly, otherwise I'll get confused. All right, we get the deuce. Krejcikova. The great serve. She's playing so much better than the first set. And she serves down the tee. Another great serve. Eala returns it long. Advantage Krejcikova. My bracket's cooked. Don. I think if anybody has a bracket after the first 2 days, they're lying. I think everybody's bracket's broken after the first 2 days. That Pegula loss, that was the big one. That and Medvedev. And even Berrettini, I think, they were the bracket busters for sure. All right, advantage Krejcikova to go to 3-love. Perricard, Fritz. Gosh, I love it. I love this matchup. I love GMP chat. We love GMP. As Eala hits a return winner and we get back to deuce. Hey, thank you, Don, for the 46 months as a Tier 3 member. Appreciate that. Almost to the Big 4. Thank you. Appreciate that. Pegula was the biggest bracket buster for me. I think most people's brackets would have been busted by Pegula for sure. Because Pegula was she was in form. All right. Krejcikova trying to keep this break. Fritz serving first in the 5th. Let's see if the momentum changed or if nothing happened. Double fault Fritz. Uh-oh. Love 15. Here we go. Krejcikova serving. Second serve. Into the back end of Eala. Return goes wide. Big second serve by Krejcikova, and Eala tried to attack, which I don't mind. Why don't you watch Krejcikova match? Do you want me to do a cartwheel and try and juggle at the same time and bake a cake? Brother, I've only got 2 hands and 2 eyes and 2 screens. Is Krejcikova playing now or is she playing tomorrow? We'll watch her tomorrow. Kvitova. Is she playing tomorrow? If she's playing now, brother, I can't watch a Swiatek, let alone Kvitova. Anyways, advantage Krejcikova. And she hits the 4 inside out. Slice Eala goes wide, and it's 3-love Krejcikova final set. Now, chat, I'm going to set this up here because right now, it's not looking good. Eala is down. It's 3-love. Krejcikova, defending champion, finding her form for the first time in 12 months. She's playing as well as she has since the WTA finals when everybody was shocked that she was able to do what she did there. But she, being Eala, could start to fight back. This could be the start of the comeback. Everyone's getting scared. This is the part of the story where everyone's getting nervous. Everyone's worried. Oh no, she's going to lose. But then she started to fight. And the comeback started. That's where we're at right now. All seems lost. All seems lost. But it's not over yet. Not yet. It's only 1 break of serve, and that means nothing. Fritz, 40-15. He serves an ace, and he gets 1-love in the 5th. Zhang lost. Zhang is out. If she hasn't lost, she's not out. Can we stop chat? Should we add that to the list of rules? If somebody hasn't lost yet, can we not... don't tell me they've lost, all right? If they've lost, tell me they've lost. But if they're still playing a match, you can't be like, oh, they're down 3-love. They're out of here. Zhang hasn't lost yet. She's 5-love down, but she's still playing. Stop yapping, Cam. It's my job to yap. Stop complaining. Mukova lost? That's not surprising. Stop complaining in the chat. All right, 3-love. All right, Perricard. 148 first serve in the net. All right, he's going to serve a 155 today. It's set up for a 155. As Eala hits it out in love 15. And Perricard in the net, love 15. Perricard serves a 146. 15. Oh, I love it, chat. I love it. As that goes out by Eala, love 30. Krejcikova to get the double break. Love 30. GMP's going to hit a 155, chat. And when he does, I'm going to flip the table and I'm going to go home. I'm going to get out of here. This is it. When he hits a 155, I turn off the computer. End of stream. As Eala serves the fault second serve. There's Perricard and Fritz forehand to forehand, but it goes out by Fritz 30-15. All right, serve into the forehand of Krejcikova. Return goes down the line of the forehand of Eala. Krejcikova backhand into the forehand of Eala. As Krejcikova slice in the net, 15-30. 15-30. Eala must hold serve. Great body serve, Perricard. All right, serve into the backhand is a let. Great serve from Eala. And she gets the 30-all. She keeps fighting. 30-all. We know that. All right, 1-1. Perricard holds. All right, 30-all. Eala serves. A let again. As Eala serves again. $30-all, big point. As the serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Krejcikova. Return is into the back of Eala on the stretch. Krejcikova backhand again in the back of Eala. As Eala hits it long. 30-40. 30-40 for a double break. 30-40. As we serve out wide, the backhand of Krejcikova, forehand from Eala down the line. Krejcikova gets it with a forehand down the line as well. Krejcikova on the stretch now with a forehand slice. As Eala backhand goes in the forehand of Krejcikova again. Eala, cross court again, winner. That's a fight, back to deuce. Much needed shot. She gets the deuce. Damn, that backhand. She was in trouble. Oof. That was... Perricard, by the way, just hit a ridiculous forehand winner. What was that power? Fritz didn't even see it. 40-15. What a shot, Perricard. Anyways, backhand into the forehand of Krejcikova. Forehand lob by Eala. Krejcikova lines up and hits a forehand winner. Advantage Krejcikova. Advantage Krejcikova. to take a 4-love lead. Eala serves. A fault. Second serve. Fritz up 2-1, fifth set. All right, second serve, Eala. There's a backhand return from Krejcikova. Eala gets it down the line. Krejcikova forehand cross in the net. Eala hangs on. Holy moly. We get back the deuce. Swiatek just broke. There we go. Swiatek cruising. Like I said, we'll get to Swiatek after one of these matches finishes, but if she wins easily, then we didn't miss much. Krejcikova hits it out. Advantage Eala. Advantage Eala. By the way, Swiatek didn't break. Can you stop lying? Mods, keep an eye on that guy. He's just making stuff up. Yeah. Thanks, Gene. Yeah. Dude's just coming in here being a pest. All right. Eala to get on the board here in the final set. Serving the forehand of Krejcikova. Return goes in the back, forehand of Eala. Backhand out Krejcikova. Into the forehand of Eala. There's Krejcikova backhand again. Down the line. It's too good. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Lovely shot from Perricard. Backhand inside out winner. By the way, is Rebel Wilson friends with Krejcikova? She is, right? They're like best friends, aren't they? Or good friends. As Eala serves a fault second serve. I'm pretty sure they are because she was definitely supporting her. She was like, yeah, let's go. You can't do that in the raw box. You got to sit on your hands. Zhang lost officially. There you go. No, I mean, look. Grass isn't her best surface. And Siniakova is dangerous. Forehand out from Krejcikova to the back of Eala. Krejcikova forehand into the forehand of Eala, who hits a drop shot. Krejcikova's going to get there and hit it wide. Ooh, that was a bad miss. Eala got a little lucky. Krejcikova she got there easily and then just went, whoops. Advantage Eala. Advantage Eala. By the way, Perricard with a lovely volley, 40 love. All right, advantage Eala to get on the board and keep this match alive. Serving to the backhand, Krejcikova, slice return. Into the forehand of Eala. Krejcikova backhand. Goes out. All right, Eala holds. How important was that game? That could be very important. Because 4-love against the defending champion of the mountain. But 3-1, it's only a break. By the way, Chad, can we all agree that the only real shock so far this tournament has been Pegula? I feel like all the other players that have lost, maybe Medvedev as well, but Medvedev's not been playing great. I don't feel like we've had, we've had upsets, but Pegula's the only actual upset, right? Like, she's the only one that everyone's everyone should be surprised over. Because I feel like we're having so many upsets that then, none of them are upsets at this point. Rune, maybe. But Jarry is a good grass court guy. He can play on any surface. Medvedev was a shock, but he's playing terrible. Tsitsipas on grass is not an upset. Zhang on grass. Technically they're probably all upsets, but the biggest shock, the only shock has been Pegula, right? Because she was actually playing well. And consistent. Anyways, good hitting from Krejcikova, 30 love. And if Fritz loses here, that's not a big surprise, but it's also not great. Medi losing was a surprise, but he's also been losing a lot. I don't know. Pegula's the only one that I'm so far, completely how did that happen? We could probably justify most of the other ones. Musetti a shock? Nah. Musetti losing? Nah. Hasn't played any tennis since Roland Garros where he retired injured. That's not a surprise. Musetti losing is not a surprise. Chat, I know I can pick predictions sometimes, but picking Badosa and Musetti for my predictions was not random. I knew that they weren't going to be ready to play. They were the easiest picks from the top 10 to lose. I mean, they were. I'm no genius, chat. I'm a moron. I sit in my house yelling and screaming. Musetti losing is not an upset. That was not... I mean, yeah, to a quali, but also Basilic really played 3 matches to get here, so he must be playing pretty well. 30-15, by the way. As our forehand goes out by Krejcikova, 30-all. Chat. What did I say? What did I say? Fritz is double faulting. What did I say? What did I say? Pegula's the only one that, like, I can't explain how that happened. I don't understand. I don't get it, chat. How did she lose? I don't know. All right, 30-all. Serving to the forehand of Eala. Krejcikova forehand behind Eala's smart. Just waited for Eala to commit and then went back behind her. 40-30. Tsitsipas retired, so that doesn't really count as a loss anyway, does it? He retired. That doesn't count. 40-30. Yeah, Pegula's the only one that I'm super surprised. Yeah, Morven, I'm the same. But that's because we watch so much tennis that we know too much. 40-30. Forehand down the line into the front of Eala, who hits a winner. All right, chat, here we go. This is the part of the story where the comeback starts. The 3-love, break points down. But now she's got to, now Eala is making this comeback. Perricard with a volley winner. He gets the deuce here. Perricard has not had a break point or a break point for the entire match. And he might get one here. Krejcikova serves down the tier, fault, second serve. Perricard's very dangerous. All right. Krejcikova trying to keep the lead. She serves in the backhand of Eala. Good return. And then Krejcikova forehand. Eala gets on the stretch, but it's wide. Advantage Krejcikova. Advantage Krejcikova. Oh, Fritz hits a lovely passing shot. Advantage Fritz. All right, Krejcikova to go to 4-1. As the return goes in the forehand of Krejcikova, Eala puts up a lob. It goes in. Krejcikova comes in with a forehand and puts it away. 4-1 Krejcikova. Eala's going to have to fight very hard to get this win. And it'll be an all-time win if she gets it now. It'll be a classic. Fritz to the front of Perricard. Fritz with a volley on the baseline. Goes long. Terrible shot. All right, deuce. Yeah, can you stop spamming? You're making it really hard for the mods. And also, and the chat's getting annoyed at you, so don't do that. Svion takes a 2-all, by the way. Advantage for Fritz. Good serve. Also, Sakkari's up 4-2. Advantage Fritz to go to 3-2. Advantage Fritz. As Perricard smacks it long on the return. 3-2. 3-2. Fritz in the fifth. Cam, does Djokovic make the semifinals? What's your opinion? Yes. Hey, thank you. Asif for the 12 months. Appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. Yeah, I think Djokovic does make the semis, and he'll play Sinner. All right. Eala serving to keep her hopes alive. Krejcikova hits it wide, 15-love. Now, we do have Djokovic coming up later. He's coming up after Zverev, which is coming on after this match. So, Coco Gauff, I don't know if she's going to have her match finished today because it's going to be late. Unless Zverev somehow wins in straights, it's going to be a long center court day. Because Zverev's one set all. So they've got 2 sets minimum to play there. Plus this match has gone 3 sets already, or over 2 hours. Plus Djokovic. And then Goff's got a tough match against Yastrzemska anyway. So that's not going to be easy, I don't think. As, Eala hit the tape and it went in. 30-love. 30-love. 7.5 hours till curfew. To play 3 matches. That's a tough one. All right, 30-love. Eala serves again. A fault, second serve. 3-2 Fritz, final set. As Eala serves again. Into the back of Krejcikova. Good return. Eala gets it, but hits it in the net. 30-15. 30-15. 30-15. Eala serves again. Into the corner, Krejcikova. Return goes back into Eala, who hits it in the net. 30-all. Man. 30-all. She was almost down a double break already in the last game. 30-all. By the way, chat, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to like the video as well. Plenty of Wimbledon still to go. It's only day 2 as she hits a fault. Second serve. And again, I implore you, if you are a Eala fan, she's playing doubles later this week. But I do encourage you to stick around. Don't try. There's still a lot of tennis still to go. And again, part of my job is to get you into tennis rather than just supporting the one player. Try and get you to watch more. So I encourage you to come back. Don't be a stranger. If this match doesn't go the way you want it to, don't disappear. Try and come back and watch someone else, or come back and watch the final if you want. As that goes in the net in the return from Krejcikova and his deuce. I know a lot of you, so a few people have said that after watching Eala play doubles with Gauff, you started to follow Gauff a little bit. So Coco's playing later today, so if you want to watch Gauff, maybe she can be your second favorite player. You can come watch her later. Backhand Krejcikova is a winner. Beautiful shot from Krejcikova. You can go for Krejcikova if you want. Yeah, if you want. But, don't be a stranger. If you want to get into the game, if you want to understand more, the more you watch, the more you'll learn. And the more questions I can answer if you have any questions about the sport and what it means and what does this mean, if you know any of those things. So, yeah, feel free to stick around. All right, advantage Krejcikova. As Eala serves again. To get the 5-1 lead, Krejcikova back in return. Goes to the front of Eala. Eala in the net. 5-1 Krejcikova. All right. Krejcikova has figured it out. Sloppy first set. Eala was solid. And then Krejcikova started to raise that level. And Eala just hasn't been able to hang. Krejcikova 5-1, serving for the match. 5-1. Krejcikova's fired up here. She knows how big this match was. By the way, the sad part is Krejcikova won't play center court in the next match. She'll be playing on car park. Because center court goes to the defending champion, but at the end of the day, she's number 17. So she's not going to be on center court the next match, I fear. They're going to kick her out to court number 700. All right, 15-love. Krejcikova 3 points away from avoiding what could have easily been a loss in this first round. All right, 15 love. Krejcikova can't get the ball toss right. She's like, bleh, bleh, bleh. Serve again. As Krejcikova serves. Into the forehand of Eala. Return goes long. 30 love. 30 love. Now that Eala loses Cam, you can cheer for Coco. Why would I? No, I'm going for Kazatkina. Are you serious? It's Kazatkina or Sabalenka because Sabalenka is my pick to win the whole thing. 30 love. Second serve. There's a let. By the way, GMP and Fritz, they're still going at it. Sorry that we've ignored it. It's just been... we're just trying to wrap this match up. But GMP and Fritz are serving it out. As it is served down the tee, the forehand of Eala. Return goes the forehand of Krejcikova. Eala backhand. No, sorry, forehand into the backhand of Krejcikova. Into the back of Eala. As Krejcikova forehand into the backhand again of Eala. Krejcikova forehand pass. Too good. And it's 40 love. Is Big Four Barbara having a week, chat? Is she back? Is she going to be... Is Big Four Barbara here? I don't know, chat. She didn't look like it in the first set. Is it time? Is it Big Four Barbara time? I don't know. She was Big Four Barbara last year. She turned it on last year when nobody expected a thing. Match points for Krejcikova. Also, it's 4-3 for Fritz in the final set of his match. Serve out wide of the forehand of Eala. Return goes back into Krejcikova, who hits a winner down the line. Big Four Barbara defends her first round. And she knocks out Eala. Disappointing for Eala. But Krejcikova, by the way, giving good, nice words to Eala, saying, good game, good work. But Krejcikova too good. She hasn't won 2 slams for nothing, chat. Didn't accidentally win Wimbledon. She did it legitimately. She looked relieved. She's like, whew. All right, GG's. But hey, look. At the end of the day, chat, it's good experience, right? Doesn't matter. If Eala had won, it would have been special. Would have been amazing. But great experience. By the way, again, may I just say, first match at Wimbledon, you play the defending champion in the first round. That's what Eala just had to do. You're playing the first... By the way, your first ever Wimbledon, you got to play on centre court in front of the Royal Box where Russell Crowe from Gladiator's watching and Rebel Wilson from all the other... Pitch Perfect. And then you've got to play the defending champion who is very unpredictable, who you've never played. Good luck. That's what she had to do. So from now on, chat, no matter what happens, unless she plays next year's defending champion in the first round, at least next year, she'll probably get a much better draw where she won't have to play on this level. But again, great experience, as people were saying in the chat. The next, no matter what she does next, it's not going to be as scary as that. That is a scary first. That's one of the most intimidating courts in the world. The next match she plays, she won't be playing on centre court Wimbledon. She'll be playing on somewhere else where she won't have to have all that pressures. But Eala still had a great grass season. Great season. Heartbreaking match last week. Could have won that title. This match wasn't as heartbreaking. She's smiling. There's a you can tell by the reaction of Eala, right? Such a different reaction to last week when she lost in the final. Much almost content. Hey, look, it was good fun. But Krejcikova, how far can she go? That is the real question, because I think a lot of us thought that she wasn't going to win today. But if she won today, what happens now? How far can Krejcikova go? Because I don't think anybody knows except for her, and she could win the title again. That's just who she is. plays 6 matches before, like, for the whole year, wins the title. That's such a Krejcikova thing to do. By the way, Fritz and Perricard, 4-all in the 5th. What we're going to do, chat, is we're gonna stick around. Stick around to watch this one. We've got Swiatek playing, but they're only just getting started. So we'll get the Swiatek match started as well. We'll get that going as well. Krejcikova, by the way, is taking on somebody else. She's taking on either Dolehard or Rus in the next round. Navarro versus Krejcikova, 3rd round. That's when things start to get real interesting for Krejcikova, and also Andreeva in the 4th round. So it's not an easy draw. All right. 40-15, Fritz. Fatigue comes in from Eastbourne. Maybe. Again, I don't think we need to, like, say, like, oh, Eala this, Eala that. I don't think it was, I think it was just as simple as Krejcikova came out a bit sloppy. It wasn't playing great in the first set. Eala was solid. And then Krejcikova lifted the level and Eala couldn't match her. I think that's about as simple as it gets. Yeah, okay, there might have been fatigue and there might have been this and that. But I think it was just the 2-time Grand Slam champion problem solving and figuring out how to win. And that's why Krejcikova's got 2 Grand Slams. That's why she beats Swiatek and all these good players, right? That's why she is a problem for everybody, no matter her ranking. But again, great experience for Eala. It sucks, but Maya joint lost as well, so that sucks too, right? For me. That sucks too. All right, Fritz, he's up 5-4. Perricard serving to stay in the match. We've got to get a final set tiebreak. It's only fair. It's only fair that we get a final set shootout. Come on now. Tough draw indeed for Alex. We're proud of it always. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the best thing about watching Alex Eala right now is it's all learning. Like, yeah, okay, there's some expectations, but not like there's no expectation for her to win Wimbledon yet, right? Or her to win anything major yet. It's all still learning, and she's still climbing the ladder. Like it's all, and that's what we're just doing, right? We're just enjoying the rise of Eala. Yep, there's going to be some losses. She's not going to win everything, but that's what we're here to watch. That's why we're watching her. She's still got the doubles as well later in the week. Yeah, it took a set off a 2-time Grand Slam champion. I mean, at Wimbledon Centre Court, that's a step in the right direction. Double fault Perricard, love 15. Swiatek got 4-3, by the way. All right, love 15. Love 15 as Perricard serves another fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Fritz. Forehand from Perricard. The back of Fritz. Into the backhand of Perricard as Fritz backhand of the forehand of Perricard. As Fritz backhand again. Into the forehand of Perricard as Fritz now with another forehand cross court. Perricard gets it. Into the forehand of Fritz. Perricard backhand slice. Goes into that Fritz forehand. Again to the backhand of Perricard. As Fritz with another forehand cross court winner. Love 30 Fritz. He wants to get out of here. Love 30. I'll tell you, chat, this might be one of Fritz's greatest victories of all time. He was down 5-1 in that 4th set tiebreak. Come back to win. And then to come back the next day when he had momentum and he had to stop and start again. This might be one of Fritz's greatest wins ever. Against an unreturnable serve. It's got to be top 5, I think. Without doing any research, it's got to be top 5 win for Fritz if he wins it. Love 30. Indian Wells final, definitely up there in the top 3, but this has got to be up there in the top 5. Return goes in the forehand. Perricard hits it wide, and Fritz has got match points. Love 40. Taylor Fritz to get it done. Love 40. The fighting Fritz. By the way, chat, Sinner winning turned off all the upsets. Sinner has steadied the ship for everybody. Perricard serves a fault, second serve. No more upsets, chat, until the quarterfinals, maybe. Serve. Down the tier, the forehand of Fritz. Return goes in the forehand of Perricard. He hits it out. Fritz wins. Taylor Fritz survives. He survives. He avoids the carnage. It's a shame because GMP is so fun. I love watching GMP. Such a shame he's not in there anymore, but Fritz survives. He's fired up too. How did he win that? How did he win that? It happened yesterday when he won that tiebreak in the fourth before they shut him down. How did Fritz survive? Sinner wins and Fritz survives. Krejcikova comes back. I mean, Sinner winning was the catalyst. Besides Zhang going down, Sinner has given everybody confidence again. Oh, okay, we're not all going to fall apart. It's all right, everybody. Everything's fine. Don't worry. Jannik Sinner won. It means I can win too. That's what happened, chat. All right, GG's. Perricard, he will be a problem at Wimbledon forever. For the future and forever. There is no, GMP is a problem, and he will be a problem at every Wimbledon. Shame that he's unseeded. He needs to get seeded so that next year he doesn't have to play Fritz in the first round. Or he can, he avoids, these guys. But man, GMP, he's legit. All right, chat. Now, we have a little bit of a respite. We're going to watch Swiatek. She's just 4-0 in the first, so we have missed a bit, but I'm glad that we can now watch her exclusively. So, again, I told you we were going to watch her. So if you want to keep watching, jump over here. Swiatek versus Kudermetova. It's just getting started, too. It's 4-4 in the first. And Swiatek about to go off 5-4. But Eala, unfortunately, couldn't get it done. Couldn't knock out the defending champion. Krejcikova gets back from a set down. And Fritz, 2 sets of love down, comes back and takes it in 5. But Iga Swiatek, she's playing right now. Let's get to her.